Hello, good morning, students. Welcome to the High Court Trust. So, in this class, we will going to discuss about the central problems of an economy. So, in our previous class, we have already discussed the microeconomics, what is meant by that, and as well as the some important definitions, scarcity of resources, allocation of resources, difference between the micro and macroeconomics. In this class, we'll discuss about the central problems of an economy. Central problems of an economy. Sorry. So, it is a problem which every economy has to face in the path of its development. Okay, it may be any country, India, so America, it may be Japan, whichever may be the country that has to face this problem, central problems of the economy. So, let us know what are these problems and why this will come, how to solve these problems. Okay. So, why the economy will face these problems? For the purpose of development. Whenever you are doing the development, always the economy come across these central problems. Okay. So, now let us see what are the basic reasons. Okay. Basic reasons for this central problems of an economy. First of all, let us know what is meant by the resource. In the previous class, we have already discussed about the resources, right? So, resource is nothing but having the money or capital. First of all, this is the primary. Okay, having money or capital, that is said as the resource. Other than this, we have is the land, labor, capital and organization. Understanding? Now, let us see the basic reasons for the central problems of an economy. Unlimited wants. The first one we have is the unlimited wants. Unlimited wants. Human wants are unlimited regardless to the nature of available resources. Even though if you have the resources, how much ever money you may have. Take an example, see the Ambani, he has a crores together, he is the richest person, we know that. Okay, he has money, he can take everything, but even though he can't fulfill his all the desires, all the wants cannot be fulfilled. Okay, why? Because for every minute we will come across one desire. Okay, so our wants are unlimited, they cannot be stopped. Till we die, one or other desire will come arises in our mind. Alright. Why? Why it will get? If we satisfy one desire, one satisfaction leads to the another desire. Leads to another desire. Why? Why happens like this? Means human wants are unlimited. always we will be having one or other desire to get this, to get this. If you get the what to say, take an example. If a teenager wants a mobile phone, okay, if a teenager of 18 years, okay, 18 or take it as 19 years, wants the mobile phone for convenience, okay, and his parents provided him so. What the parents will do? They'll provide you the mobile. They will provide you the mobile. Then this want does not restricts after that. This want will not restrict after that. It will not stop after that. Again, what you want? Regular recharges are needed. Regular recharge for your mobile. Okay. Once you get satisfied with this both, what again your brother will do? Mom, I want the bike which is same which is taken by my friend, same as which is taken by my friend. Okay. Again here one desire will arises. Okay. If your parents provides you the bike, again you or your brother will say, we want the laptop. Oh, for the education purpose we need the laptop, they'll say. So if they provide this, again they'll say, ma'am, lastly they'll say, sorry mom, we need some amount of money. Again finally they will come to the money. This much money is needed. Want to go for the party of my friend, like this. So human wants are very unlimited, that cannot be stopped. Okay. So this is one of the basic reason for the central problem of an economy. Next, let us see limited resources. Your wants are unlimited, but the resources are limited. Limited resources. In order to fulfill the unlimited wants of the human, the resources are very limited in the economy. Okay, in your further pocket money, there will be only 1 lakh rupees. Okay, per month. Take example this. Okay, if you desire for a new bike, that will amount for not less than 1 lakh, right? Full amount will be expenditure will be happened only on the one bike itself, right? Now you have another want is laptop. You need regular recharges. How you will fulfill all those things? It is unlimited, right? Your desires are unlimited, but your resources are very limited. Within this you have to do everything. So what will happen? Within this 1 lakh rupees, you will go for alternatives. Alternatives. First you take the mobile, okay, this month. Next month we will try to get the bike, your father will say. Why? Because in the alternative you are choosing any one. Why this is happening? Because of the limited resources. Understanding? Human wants are unlimited. Next, your resources are limited, and so therefore you have to choose between the alternatives. There is no any other option to do now. So what will happen? You have to choose among the alternatives. Understanding? These are the three main basic reasons for the central problems of an economy. Okay. Now let us see the economic problem or the central problem in detail. Economic problems. Okay, first what will be the economic problem means what to produce. These are all the reasons of the central economic problems. Your reasons, you are understanding by taking your example. Okay, now we will understand about the economy, what to produce. Okay, if you take an example, you are now manufacturer. Okay, what you will do, firstly you have to face the one of the problem of the economy, that is what to produce. That is, what type of good is to be produced more than the other. Okay, what type of good you need to produce? Type of good. What type of good you need to produce? You will think here. Why you are thinking like this? Due to the scarce resources. Scarce resources. You have capital of rupees 50 lakhs only. You are starting now organization, you have 50 lakh capital. That's it. First problem you will think is what? What to produce. Why? Because if one product is produced, that cannot be satisfied by the economy. Okay, if I produced only one pen refill, what will happen? We need the cap also. For that we need a full structure of the pen. In that we have to put the refill. If you prepare the refill along with the pen, what is needed here? Still more resources is needed. Still you need the money in order to invest on that. You will prepare either it is of plastic, steel, aluminium, whatever it is, platinum, whatever type of pen you are preparing, you need the resources again, right? So you are here, due to the scarce resources, the economy can't produce the unlimited goods, and hence the quantity and the priority of the goods must be decided. What the producer will do, he will decide the quantity. How much quantity I need to produce, that is also decided in what to produce. Okay, as soon as he decide what is needed to be produced, he will decide about the what quantity need to be produced. So in the society, the people has the unlimited wants, right? So all those wants cannot be satisfied by the one producer. He need to produce one product itself for one time. Now he has a question whether to produce the consumer goods or producer goods. Consumer goods means it is the goods which is used for the ultimate consumption. Okay, for example, you are taking the cloths. Okay, you are manufacturing the sarees now. Okay, that will be ultimately purchased by whom? Consumer, for its final consumption. Okay, producer goods means you are producing the refills or the caps. Again it will be sent it for another industry to manufacture that again into the finished product. You are preparing the semi-finished product. Okay, again it will be sent it to convert that into the finished product for the consumption. Okay, like that you have to think whether to produce a consumer goods or the producer goods, where in what to produce. That is one of the main central problem of an economy. Next we will have is how to produce. How to. Now you have decided what to produce. Here in this you will decide how to produce. Okay, whether it is a labor intensive technique or capital intensive technique. With the help of the laborers you need to produce, or you have to fix the machineries, that you have to decide here. So again the problem has been arised. If you take the labors, you need to pay the wages for that. If you take the capital intensive technique means what will happen here? Capital is needed. In order to install the machinery, huge capital is required. Here sources are very scarce. Scarce means limited. Limited resources you have. You have to decide here. That is one of the big problems, central problem of an economy. Central problem of an economy. Understanding, if a country select the labor intensive, then the units of labor employed will be greater than the units of goods produced. As a result of this, employment opportunity will increases, but the total production of the economy will goes down. Okay, if you provide the employment opportunity with the help of labor intensive technique, what will happen? You will provide the employment. The income of the people will increase, but what will goes down? The production will goes down. Half of the amount will be spent on the paying wages to the laborers. Okay, if you keep one machinery, that machinery for at least 1 year no expenditure will be incurred, right? There you can save your money, and you have to think very carefully how to produce your goods. Okay, next last problem is whom to produce. Whom to produce. It is related to the distribution of national product in the economy. Okay, whether I have to produce for the domestic purpose, whether I have to produce it for the international purpose, domestic purpose, or we can say personal distribution. Under this, distribution of output depends upon the ownership of the property. The one who owes more get more share of output in the economy than one who is less amount of the property. You will think here whether total capital should be employed by me itself, by one owner, or I have to distribute this for the others also. If you distribute, tell the others to invest the capital in your organization, what will happen? In return, they will ask you some amount of profit, right? That time you have to give the profit to all those persons. Whether you will feel happy to share this profit among the others? No, right? So here in the problem, whom to produce, you will think that whether this has to be produced for the purpose of within the country domestic purpose or for the purpose of export you have to produce. You have to think that. Again you have to think that whether my capital should be of one ownership or it has to be taken from the other plenty volunteers or the other members. Okay, these are the central problems of the economy. Understanding? So nowadays this has become one of the critical situation for the manufacturer to decide what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment box. I am not able to take you the classes because of my health problem. So almost all the concepts will be covered. Inshallah, we'll try to finish each and every concept still in an interesting way. Because of this health, I am not able to do any creativity in this. We'll try to do still in the best way for the further upcoming lessons. Okay, comment me in the comment box if you have any doubts, or if you have not subscribed to our channel, press the subscribe button icon and don't forget to press the bell icon. You will get the notification as soon as we upload our video, and don't forget to share with your friends. Thank you.